G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is the 22nd of the 8th, 2017 and time is 09:13 Australian Eastern Standard Time. This is a picture that was sent to me today by a subscriber of an eclipse, or of the eclipse of Lincoln City, Oregon. Looks pretty innocuous, I have to admit. But the thing that captures your attention straight away is this is what it's supposed to look like around the outside, see that? But then you see these trails, these vapor trails, like a high-speed jet has just gone past. Well, obviously I've tested it, this is not going to be a very long video, and I'm going to show you those tests now. This is the inverted picture, and as you can see quite clearly, well, I hope you can see it on your side, there's obviously objects there, most notably in the vapor trails, or what do you want to call vapor trails. Look at the size of that thing. Can you all see that? And that? Look, and look, there's a big one behind it. Bloody great big massive one. Not too much to show down here at the moment, although I can see clearly the outline of what looks like several planets on this end. Can't really see much there. There's something there, but it's a bit blobby. Okay, this is inverted and value inverted. And as you can see, there's not much to see. I'm not going to make it up. There's nothing there, really, except for down here. There seems to be something here which caught my eye, but look, sometimes that happens. Okay, well, let's go to the next one then. Okay, well, this is value, just straight value inverted. You can obviously see some things here. Look, that's very clear. These are very clear. That's very clear. That is very clear. So there's obviously objects there, folks. Okay. Well, folks, this is where it starts to get very interesting. As you can see, this is a gamma test, or if you don't know, this is a gamma test. I've done this already, and before anyone says anything, no, I didn't put the objects there. I wouldn't know how if I tried anyway. In actual fact, I'd probably stuff it up. But it is clearly obvious that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bloody great big one at the back. And you can also see planets out the back as well. So I'll go through it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, well, there's actually 5, and the huge planet out the back, and you can see several others in there. This is clearly obvious, this one. Now, this gets interesting. You can clearly see this object here, but you can clearly see other objects in there. Now remember, folks, I don't manipulate the pictures like other people do. All I do is a gamma test, little brightness and contrast sometimes, and a hue test, which is a color test. It's like an X-ray. So when I change the color, it obviously changes. Now, you can clearly see a planet there, and you can clearly see that there is another one there, another huge one. I was so stupefied by this that this is a second gamma test, because I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Folks, they are there 150%. These objects are everywhere. And don't listen to anyone who tells you that I put them there, because I bloody didn't. These things are alive and they're real, and they are huge. And this is why the sun's carrying on the way it is at the moment. Let's go to the next one. This is brightness and contrast. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Look at these planets, folks. Jesus. Look. I haven't got to the hue section yet to change the colour, so you wait till you see them. Look at all these things. Look at them. Look. Okay, so just to prove to you that I'm not full of crap, I couldn't believe it. So I went back to the beginning and I started again. This is another gamma test, because I just could not believe what I was seeing. Look at the size of this planet here. And folks, this is not prominence or anything like that. These are actual live, real planets. Look. Next one. Well, like I said to you, I couldn't believe it. So this is another brightness and contrast test after that one, because I literally could not believe what I was seeing. Could not believe it. Look. Look at the size of this thing. Next one. Well, this is where it starts to get interesting, folks. This is the color test. And look, as you can see over here, I've put the saturation right up. Later I'll take it down. Lightness is pretty well in the middle, stable, and the hue test, which is the color test. And we're on, obviously pink, magenta at the moment, whatever you want to call it. Just let your heads, your eyes adjust and look at what you're looking at. Look at the size of these things. I hope you guys can see these out there, because these are just incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is a huge planet out the back there. And there's another one at the back there, 7, 8. And I've just realised I didn't pick it up before. No. Different colour produces different effects. Is there anybody out there who wants to tell me that these aren't real? Look at the size of these things. Look at that. Remember I said there was objects here? Well, there is, folks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at the size of these things, and look at all the planets that are with them. Look at all the ones down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's some in the background. There's another one in the background there. Look at the size of these things. There's another one in the middle of those. This is why the sun's freaking out. Look at that. Now that is a shot and a half, isn't it? I can't explain to you why the one at the back is not showing up so much, but you know, at the moment it doesn't really matter, but it is massive, the thing at the back. You can see the lines of it going down here, goes up there. So it's like a quarter of the size of the sun. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another one out the back, 7. Look at the size of this thing. Bloody hell. Well, it's 2 actually. There's one behind, and can you see the one in the front? Jesus, wow. Well, you can actually see these ones in the middle now. Oh, geez. As I said, it's only changing the color spectrum. That's it. It's like an X-ray machine. Some show up better in different colors. I don't know why, I can't explain it. But here you go, look at these now. 1, 2, 3. That's another one there. 4. My God, they're everywhere. Look at this, 6. There's another huge one here. Look at the size of that thing. That's the same color, but just a little slight variation. Folks, if you can't see them, I don't think you're meant to see it. They're clear as day. Whoa, look at that. Look at the size of this thing. So there's more. I didn't see that before when I was doing it. And look at that. Look at the size of that bloody planet. Look, folks, you can clearly see them. It's like planet parking at the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a huge planet there, folks. That is massive. Go to the next one. And there's another one. Look. Look at the size of this thing here. Look at the size of that. Here you go. Can you see? You can see these better now. Look, they're all in a row, ducks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's definitely one there as well. 6. They're like lined up right around this side of the sun. And look at the size of this thing. Jeez. Whew. You can see the outline, look. Look at the back there. There's another one at the back there. Look. Look, you can clearly see these bloody things, folks. There's one there, and you can easily see there's another one in front of it, another one beside it. So just how many of these bloody things is there, folks? There must be bloody hundreds of them. In relative terms. All right, folks, we'll pass this on as quick as you can. God bless everyone. Prep out.